is the examples in Thailand. After we have learned about the develop the functional requirement, and then we set up the core basis in universal healthcare coverage in Thailand, which composed of the strategic planning, the beneficiary, enrollment, health service provider registration, fund management, health service quality control, and consumer protection. Through all of this business, you need IT to support the data and information. In our whole life, when we want to make any social protection for one person, you have to look at two things. The first is the personal aspect. Another is for the provider aspect. For one whole life, will compose of different periods of your life status, from the newborn to childhood to working age, and finally your elderly states. So instead, if you want to continue as a record, you have to decide at first. Otherwise, it will develop a fragmented model, and then it's very hard to interface the file. And for the provider, you have to think a lot which provider they're building in which period of your life, such as the newborn. 99% of the newborns in Thailand occur in the hospital, but 7% did not register and issue the birth certificate. This is very, very crazy in Thailand. And for the children, you have a vaccination for them. How can you record? The record will come from both in hospital and in the school. For the working age, you will provide the social protection for health treatment for them. And for elderly, you will pay a lot of such like a long-term care, rehabilitation, and home care visit for them. So why we will pay more attention on civil registration? Because civil registration is a continuous, permanent, compulsory, and universal record of all the events about your life, such as birth and death, fetal death, marriage, divorce, and other civil status even. This is provided by your own country preparation. So in my country, fortunately that Thailand have a long story and a long history for the Ministry of Interior that have developed the civil registration and maintained for the national identification for decades. The Ministry of Interior have linked all of the civil registration data from the provincial office and from all of the district office, and all of these are computerized already right now and have update every 15 minutes, and every night they have to process all the data from all the country and synchronize with NHSO.